Did you know that some of Hollywood's biggest stars almost saw their careers go up in flames? These scandals were so shocking that they nearly destroyed the very foundation of classic Hollywood. You won't believe the dark secrets behind these stars' public falls from grace. In Hollywood, fame comes with a price, and sometimes that price is a scandal so explosive it threatens to ruin everything. Today, we're diving into 10 scandals that nearly destroyed classic Hollywood. From wild affairs to shocking crimes, these scandals rocked the industry and left lasting marks on the stars involved. Some careers never recovered, while others were forever changed by the drama. Stick around to uncover the shocking details behind these unforgettable Hollywood moments. 10. The death of Thelma Todd, murder or tragic accident. Thelma Todd, often referred to as the ice cream blonde due to her stunning blonde hair and alluring looks, was a rising star in Hollywood during the 1930s. However, her untimely death at the age of 29 would forever stain her legacy and leave Hollywood with a mystery. In December 1935, Thelma was discovered dead in her car, parked in the garage of a building in Pacific Palisades. The cause of death was officially listed as carbon monoxide poisoning, but the circumstances surrounding her death sparked wild rumors and speculations. Many believed that Todd's ties to powerful figures, including mobsters and high-profile men, played a role in her mysterious end. She was said to have been involved with wealthy, dangerous individuals, and some sources suggested that her relationships with these men could have put her in harm's way. Was she simply the victim of a tragic accident, or was it something more sinister? Some even whispered that she had been murdered because of her dangerous liaisons. Despite multiple investigations, no one could definitively say what really happened that night. The truth remains elusive, and the unanswered questions surrounding her death continue to intrigue and mystify. Hollywood may have moved on, but Thelma Todd's tragic demise is still one of its greatest unsolved mysteries. 9. The Fatty Arbuckle Scandal, 1921. In 1921, Roscoe "Fatty" Arbuckle, one of the most beloved silent film comedians of his time, saw his career come crashing down after being accused of one of Hollywood's most shocking scandals. Arbuckle, a man of jovial nature and great physical comedy, was at a party in San Francisco when actress Virginia Rappe was found unconscious. She later died from peritonitis, and Arbuckle was arrested, accused of raping and killing her. The case dominated headlines, and the public quickly turned on Arbuckle, believing the worst of the beloved comedian. However, after 3 trials, Arbuckle was acquitted of all charges, with the jury finding no evidence to support the accusations. Despite his acquittal, the damage to his reputation was irreparable. Hollywood, in the face of public outrage, distanced itself from him, and Arbuckle's career never fully recovered. The scandal highlighted the darker side of the entertainment industry, where public opinion could ruin even the most innocent individual. 8. Clara Bow's Breakdown, 1931. Clara Bow, known as the It Girl of the 1920s, was the epitome of Hollywood glamour. With her striking looks and captivating screen presence, she became a symbol of the roaring 20s and a beloved star of silent films. However, the pressures of fame, combined with personal struggles, began to take a toll on Bow's mental health. By 1931, at the peak of her career, Bow suffered a mental breakdown that would change her life forever. The stress of her hectic career, compounded by constant media scrutiny and a tumultuous personal life, became too much for the star. She was also involved in several publicized scandals, including affairs and gossip about her relationships with powerful men, all of which put a strain on her mental state. In the wake of her breakdown, Bow decided to retire from acting, leaving behind a career that many believed had just begun to flourish. Bow's retreat from Hollywood was a tragic end for one of its brightest stars. Her story became a cautionary tale about the dark side of fame, and her breakdown highlighted the emotional toll Hollywood could take on its stars. What pushed Clara Bow to her breaking point? Was it the overwhelming pressure of constant public attention, or was there something deeper at play? 7. Joan Crawford's Adoption Scandal, 1970s. Joan Crawford, one of Hollywood's most famous actresses, faced one of the most shocking scandals of her career in the 1970s, and it all came to light through her memoir, My Way of Life. Crawford, a Hollywood legend known for her fierce determination and glamorous image, revealed unsettling details about her personal life, especially her relationship with her adopted children. The memoir sparked a firestorm when Crawford's adopted daughter, Christina Crawford, exposed in her book Mommy Dearest the abuse she suffered at the hands of her mother. The public was shocked by the allegations of cruelty and neglect, especially since Crawford had carefully cultivated an image of being a loving and caring mother. The book, Mommy Dearest, painted a portrait of Joan as a demanding, controlling woman who subjected her children to physical and emotional abuse. The memoir's publication damaged Joan's reputation and led to widespread condemnation. For many, this scandal shattered the image of Crawford as a glamorous movie star. Instead of being remembered for her career and elegance, she was now associated with one of Hollywood's most disturbing family secrets. How did Joan Crawford, a woman known for her strength and success, fall victim to such a shocking scandal? Was it her obsession with control, or were there deeper hidden struggles behind the facade of perfection? 6. Marilyn Monroe's complex life and tragic death. 1962. Marilyn Monroe's life was as complex as it was glamorous, and her death remains one of Hollywood's greatest mysteries. Monroe became the ultimate Hollywood icon, a beautiful and vulnerable woman who captivated the world with her charm and talent. Yet, beneath the dazzling smile, Monroe's personal life was troubled. Her marriages to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller were both short-lived, but the struggle she faced in her personal life only added to her tabloid-worthy appeal. Rumors about her alleged affairs with powerful men, including President John F. Kennedy, kept the public fascinated and the press relentless. Despite her fame, Monroe was plagued by emotional struggles, including her battles with mental health and addiction. She spent time in and out of hospitals, and her vulnerability made her an easy target for those around her. Monroe's tragic death in 1962 at the age of 36 was ruled as a probable suicide due to an overdose, but the circumstances surrounding her death remain clouded in mystery. Many believe her death was not an accident, and speculate about conspiracy theories involving those closest to her. Was Marilyn's death truly self-inflicted, or was it a result of forces beyond her control? 5. Natalie Wood's drowning death. 1981. Natalie Wood's death in 1981 has haunted Hollywood for decades, leaving behind a trail of questions and controversy. Wood, a talented and beloved actress, was on a yacht trip with her husband, actor Robert Wagner, and fellow actor Christopher Walken when she mysteriously drowned in the waters off Catalina Island. The circumstances surrounding her death were puzzling from the start. Officially, it was ruled an accidental drowning, but many people, including Wood's family, have always believed that there was more to the story. Rumors have swirled for years about what happened that night. Some believe that an argument between Wood and Wagner led to her tragic fall into the water. Others point to the tension between Wagner and Walken, suggesting that the conflict may have escalated, resulting in something more sinister. The fact that the case was reopened in 2011 only added fuel to the fire of speculation. Was Wood's death truly an accident, or was it the result of something darker? Hollywood continues to be captivated by the mysterious events of that night, with many wondering if the truth will ever come to light. How did a star like Natalie Wood, so full of promise, meet such a tragic end? Was it a simple mistake, or was there foul play involved? 4. Orson Welles' Blacklisting, 1950s. Orson Welles, one of the most visionary filmmakers in Hollywood history, faced one of the industry's darkest moments during the 1950s. Known for creating masterpieces like Citizen Kane and The Magnificent Ambersons, Welles was at the height of his career when the McCarthy era cast a shadow over his future. The era, driven by fears of communism, led to the blacklisting of many Hollywood figures who were accused of having communist sympathies. Welles was among those targeted due to his outspoken political views and his alleged connections to leftist movements. Though Welles vehemently denied being a communist, the political climate of the time made him a prime target. His career suffered dramatically as a result. Once a filmmaker with the world at his feet, Welles found himself pushed to the margins of Hollywood, forced to work on smaller projects in Europe and independent films, often struggling to get the financing he needed for his vision. The blacklist not only hindered his ability to make films in the U.S., but it also cast a long-lasting shadow over his reputation. What could have been for Welles had he not faced such a devastating setback? Was his downfall purely political, or were other forces at play in Hollywood's treatment of him? The question remains, with many wonderings how much greater his legacy could have been without the impact of the blacklist. 3. The Black Dahlia Murder, 1947. The murder of Elizabeth Short, known posthumously as the Black Dahlia, shocked Hollywood and became one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in history. Short, a young, aspiring actress, was found murdered in a gruesome and highly publicized manner in January 1947. Her body was discovered in a vacant lot in Los Angeles, mutilated beyond recognition. The case became a media frenzy, with newspapers, journalists, and detectives alike captivated by the mystery of her death. The details surrounding Short's life and death only added to the intrigue. Known for her striking looks and her ambition to make it in Hollywood, Short had a series of brief and failed relationships, which added layers of mystery to her story. But what really captivated the public was the brutality of her murder. Despite extensive investigations, many believed the police had no solid leads. Numerous theories about the identity of her killer have circulated over the years, but none have been confirmed. The Black Dahlia case continues to fascinate the public to this day. Who killed Elizabeth Short, and why was she chosen for such a horrific fate? Was her murder the work of a twisted mind, or does Hollywood's dark underbelly hold the key to solving the case? The truth remains elusive, making this one of the most tragic and mysterious chapters in Hollywood's history. 2. The Hollywood Blacklist, 1940s-1950s. The Hollywood Blacklist was a dark chapter in the entertainment industry during the 1940s and 1950s, triggered by the Red Scare and the McCarthy hearings. At the time, fear of communism swept through America, and the U.S. government became determined to root out communist influence in Hollywood. The House Un-American Activities Committee and HUAC led the charge, summoning Hollywood figures to testify about their political beliefs. Those who refused to testify or were accused of communist ties found themselves blacklisted, preventing them from working in the industry. The impact of the blacklist was devastating, with many careers ruined overnight. Writers, directors, and actors were unable to find work, with some resorting to writing under pseudonyms, as seen in the case of screenwriter Dalton Trumbo. The emotional and financial toll on those affected was immense, and their lives were permanently altered. The blacklist also led to a culture of fear, where many in Hollywood turned against each other to protect themselves. Though the blacklist faded in the 1960s, its effects lingered for years. The question remains: how many brilliant careers were destroyed by the fear of communism? The Hollywood Blacklist serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of political persecution. 1. The Harvey Weinstein Scandal, 2017. The Harvey Weinstein scandal erupted in 2017, exposing decades of sexual harassment, assault, and abuse by one of Hollywood's most powerful producers. The allegations were first revealed in a New York Times exposé, detailing how Weinstein had used his position in Hollywood to manipulate, intimidate, and assault young women. Many actresses, including Ashley Judd, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Rose McGowan, came forward with harrowing accounts of Weinstein's misconduct, opening the floodgates for others to share their experiences. Weinstein's actions had long been whispered about in Hollywood, but the silence surrounding him finally broke in 2017, giving rise to the Me Too movement. This movement allowed women across various industries to share their own stories of harassment and abuse, highlighting how pervasive and systematic these issues were. The fallout from Weinstein's exposure was swift and severe. His company, the Weinstein Company, crumbled, and Weinstein himself was ousted from numerous organizations. The scandal not only ruined Weinstein's career, but also forced Hollywood to reckon with its culture of silence and complicity. Has Hollywood truly changed since the Weinstein scandal, or is this just the beginning of a larger transformation? So, what do you think? Have these scandals changed Hollywood for good, or is history repeating itself? If you found these shocking stories fascinating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next.